Hey everyone, Paymarine here with another update. This one's a few days late. It's been getting kind of busy and crazy and hectic, but hopefully this finds everybody well and healthy. And yeah, we'll kind of dive into what's going on here. So first, I just want to point out my pretty awesome haircut. Did it myself because everything's still like closed and locked down. I think I did pretty well for what it is. Kind of starting to lose some hair anyway, so I got less hair to cut, but it was getting like kind of long and ridiculous, so I had to attempt to cut it myself. But yeah, so over this past month of April, I've been able to knock out a bunch of kind of different hobby things. One of the big things I tried to do that I wanted to do is, as soon as they released those hobby achievements, those 10, I wanted to try to complete all of them before May, and I was able to just finish it. I hit a little bit of a wall when I was doing the Sylvaneth warband, just because I had other stuff going on, and it wasn't really like a painting wall, more just like other things going on and stuff. And unfortunately, you've probably seen, like, since that kind of like last push to get that done, things kind of slowed down a little bit, and kind of will probably continue to be a little bit slow, little things, bits and pieces here and there, as kind of like life and work and everything's getting busy. I mentioned before in the past and in other videos, and you maybe knew or not, but my regular daytime job is in the healthcare field. Like I said, I don't go too much into all the details, but so yeah, it's just a very interesting time right now, and recently it's just been getting a lot busier, which is kind of a weird thing. That you'd think that this long now things would be kind of starting to go the other way, and they are. I don't know. It's just a whole long thing, but yeah, things are kind of picking up, and I guess in a way kind of picking up into a kind of a more normalcy. We're trying, like, things are trying to get back to normal, but yeah, it's just weird time in general, so who knows what's all going on with that. But as far as the hobby stuff goes, I've still got a ton of projects and things to do. Still, I actually would like, I want to get back into painting my own personal army, my chapter. I mean, obviously some of the projects I've been working on have been personal projects, but I want to get back into painting up my Star Commander some more. I did a lot of converting and got at least one captain painted, the one with the Falcon on him, but a lot of the others I haven't really gotten to, because I started doing the achievements, and then I still have a few commissions that people got to me before all this that I've been kind of working on, and getting those finished up. Yeah, so a lot going on there, and like I said, then just life and work and things getting busier, and kind of other hurdles and things have been popping up here and there. But other than that, things have been going, I guess, all right. Yeah, like, this is gonna be a really short one because just there hasn't been a whole lot. I think the biggest thing, and I've thought about it, I don't know if I should make a separate video or not, or I can just air it all out here, is that story anniversary model, or I say story anniversary, that Catechin kernel model that they put out to the independent stockists to use to try to recoup, or to just as like a support to them when they reopen, or when they can reopen, or whatever. And right away, everyone kind of saw an issue, because most of these stores were only going to get maybe 4 or 5 copies, was the word on the street. Still haven't got a confirmed number on how many copies these stores are getting. But that was kind of the word, was that they're going to get like 4 or 5 of these models. And they were thinking, there's no pricing really put out, so it's kind of up to the stores. If you think a character special model like that's probably usually priced around $35, and it's like, okay, well, they give it to them for free, but like, how much can they really recover or make at $35? Well, so what we've seen is a lot of stores have gone to eBay, and already before they even had the model in hand, we're posting the listings, and I think one just sold for almost 500 American, but that particular one, that was the first listing up, and that one just ended. But that one is, according to the listing and everything, the proceeds are going to Help for Heroes, I believe is what it's called. It's a UK organization to help for veterans and things in the UK. So it's going to a charity, which is a good thing. That and it started out at like 99 pound or pence or whatever. So started off just a regular bid. They didn't even start the bid up at a higher price or anything, and it reached all the way up there. And then there's quite a few more, and I still think like the cheapest listing right now at a bid is still in probably mid 100, like 150 range, somewhere in there. And then there's one buy it now model for 500. It's just buy it now 500. I didn't even check to see if they're still charging shipping, which would be a bit ridiculous. But yeah, so that's that. But what we started to see is stores over in Europe and stuff. Nobody in America that I know of as of yet has gotten a physical copy, but in Europe they have started popping up. So there's actually a couple listings of actual pictures of the box. But one in particular, and I posted pictures on my Facebook, on the Paint Marine Facebook, shows the back of the box, which I thought was pretty cool. But both of them have very interesting aspects. One being the front of the box says store anniversary model, so that looked to be that's original purpose. And my hope is because of that, maybe we will still get to see it, and everyone will still get to purchase it in some other way. I mean, obviously you have your early adopters, people that come out and buy it right now. Kind of an issue with that I could see is kind of buyer's remorse. People spending a lot and then it ends up being available later. But at the same time, I mean, if it goes, it really is going toward a good cause to support your local gaming store and stuff. So there's that kind of trade-off. So like, kind of remind yourself that if you start to kind of feel like maybe you have buyer's remorse, like remember, like in the end, it really was for a good cause for your local store that may have lost some income or may have laid off people or whatever it was that happened, so there's kind of a silver lining in that aspect, but yeah, so maybe it'll be kind of a nice thing for now for like early adopters, like so some people get access to it early for doing it this way, but it'll still be available for everyone, because I don't know, I really, really hope it is. It's a really cool model. I really like the idea of like making a Catechin kill team. I already have some plans. I actually ordered some alternative heads from Puppets War for the command squad to make some specialists and use those heads, because the range in general needs an update, and I think with the store opening exclusive model and the store anniversary, or hope that it's going to be a store anniversary model again, we might see, and I know a few others have talked about, I think Valrock and Kurioth, their YouTube channels have also mentioned this and talked that this could be meaning there's going to be like a little revival, or maybe an update to the Catechins, and maybe even some of maybe the whole guard range. Maybe they're going to finally get like an update to like some of their basic kits that are pretty dated, because a lot of people have seen like the Trader Guardsmen that come in Blackstone Fortress and how well those and how awesome those sculpts look. So it could be very well in the works that they're going to be updating that range, which I feel like it's been a while, and that's one of the ranges that hasn't. I mean, there's actually quite a few ranges that haven't been updated for a while, but I think that would be really really cool. I want to say like the guard, just the regular like guard models themselves I mean, I think they were still older than the Tau Fire Warriors that got an update. Man, it's been 2016, maybe 2015 at the latest, but I think it might have been 2016 when the new Fire Warriors came out, where you can make Fire Warriors, and then the new unit at the time, Breachers. Actually, I think it was 2015. Now I think about it, because I remember getting a white dwarf that had the ghost kill on it. Yeah, so I think 2015 the Tau got new Fire Warriors, and like I still feel like their original Fire Warriors was still younger than the guard models that haven't been redone. So yeah, maybe that's all what this is kind of coming to, and with these exclusive models being guard or Catechin specifically, but guard really in general, you could see maybe this is kind of a way to maybe push people into playing guard more or something. I don't know. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see if that's the case. But the other cool thing with seeing the back of the box, was there is an alternative head for the model. He's got like a mohawk and a beard. Doesn't look like there's an alternative left hand. It looks, because he's got like a watch or something on his wrist, you could probably easily convert that over. But as of right now, it doesn't seem to be anything other than him just pointing with the binoculars in his hand. But that's kind of, I mean, that's cool. It's not a bad pose or anything. It's just if you wanted a different option. There really doesn't seem at this time to be one, but there does seem to be two head options, and I really like the current one he has with the hat on and all that, because it does look very like Dylan or Sergeant Major Johnson from Halo, and that's what I really like about that model in particular, with that head. But it is awesome to have that alternative head, because now I'm already thinking like, ooh, I could use that for a different character in the kill team. Only issue is I probably, if I even get my hands on one, if they do release it as a story anniversary, it's probably not going to be for a very long time. So that's kind of the, I guess, downside of that. So as far as like a kill team plan, one, I want to have that model, and then two, I wouldn't even have the head that comes with that model, that extra head to do something else with. So yeah, but I really hope someday I am able to get it, at like a really decent price, as in like retail or whatever, at the store anniversary, because I really hope that they go that way. I feel like they will, but it is a little unfortunate that the box said that, and again, I hope they go that way, but I could also see where we might start to see some of the eBay bids fall off, because of posting the actual picture of the box showing store anniversary model. People might be like, wait, so they might just be releasing it. Again, this isn't confirmed, so it'd still be a guess, but I would hope that it's a pretty good guess, that they could be like, oh, well, I could get this for $35, at Games Workshop store on their anniversary. I'll just have to wait. I don't really need it right now. I don't know. That might be what happens. I don't know. We'll see. And so, like I said, it might have been kind of like kind of shooting yourself in the foot to post that picture, to be, so people that might have a second thought, or second think themselves, or second guess buying that model or bidding on it, because they're like, well, I'd like to support them, but it's up at 150, and just for one guy, one model. I mean, it's already bad enough that we're spending $35 on just one model. That, to me, still, I do it all the time. I mean, I'm in this hobby. I do it all the time, and it's kind of like, it's almost unfathomable to think, I try to justify it in a million different ways. Like, I could spend $40, $60 on a video game that once I play through, unless it has like really good replayability in some way, you get a lot more out of your models and investment. But I'm just curious, like, with all the time and money and effort, the time is one thing, because that's kind of like what you get out of your investment of money, is time in a hobby that you hopefully enjoy, with the building, converting, painting, playing. So that's a lot of replayability, if you want to think about it, being able to build, convert, paint, and play. But like, really, like, it's kind of like one of those, is the juice worth the squeeze kind of a thing. Like, how much money have I spent? I don't even want to know. I shouldn't even, I don't even want to know how much money I've spent over all the years, if it would even compare to if I was just someone that played video games all the time. I don't know, because I definitely know, like, since I really kicked up and got into the hobby a lot more, I used to play a decent amount of video games, not like a ton, but I would definitely play way more than what I do now. Now I'm very super casual player when it comes to like video games, and really, I pretty much almost exclusively just play Halo titles, because I love the whole Halo lore and story and all that. I mean, it's gotten a little, we can talk more on that. I could talk at pretty length with Halo 4 and 5 kind of getting kind of whatever, but for the most part, overall, I definitely really enjoy it. I really wish there would have been a sequel to ODST. I love that game. I mean, it was a quick game. I kind of messed up when I first got it. I got it at a midnight release, and I had work the next day, but I I got it and I just played it on normal, because I like to. Usually I like to try to play on normal or heroic, not legendary right off the bat, so I can still kind of like enjoy the game and like the atmosphere and the story elements, before I jump into like legendary, where like every like 2 seconds I'm getting killed or something. I can't even. There's not a good flow, a good pace, because you're just constantly getting killed or something. But that's when I played on normal, and I wish I would have like switched it up to heroic, because I actually ended up beating it, like this, just the campaign that night, and was like done with it fairly quickly. But it was also such a good campaign and story, I couldn't put it down. Like I had to play through, and yeah, I was like, I mean, I was dead tired for work and stuff like that. But and I at that time I do drink energy drinks on occasion now, but back then, like I never didn't really touch them or anything. And really, I think the only thing they really had was like Red Bull and Monster. It wasn't like a million different kinds nowadays, which I don't know if that's good or bad, because I mean now, like I said, I kind of periodically will have energy drinks, and that Rain Orange Dreamsicle is my kryptonite. That stuff is so good. I don't know why. Yeah, it's really good. Probably not the best for me, but anything that tastes great usually isn't. But anyway, it's definitely helped me on some late night painting sessions for sure. But yeah, I really got off a tangent there. I said this was going to be a short one, and it's kind of going a little bit longer. But yeah, that's kind of where I am now. So hopefully I can continue things, but unfortunately, expect to see kind of a bit of a die down from this little peak that I've had of content and projects and stuff coming out. I believe they've talked. There's supposed to be, or maybe I think there's supposed to be another preview sometime this month in May. It's definitely not this weekend. It might be the following, the 16th or the 17th. Well, not the 17th, 16th, because they always do them on Saturdays usually. I'm not sure though. I kind of hope there is, but I'm going to do the same whole thing where I hope there is, because I want to see if that one super blurry picture that everybody thinks is Primaris bikers and some weird new hovering land speeder, Land Raider variant crazy thing or something is I want to know if that's a real thing. But I also don't need any new Primaris, because I'm so behind on my Primaris army. So yeah, it is what that is. Alright, well, I guess I better end it before I continue on off another rabbit hole tangent. So, with all that being said, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please check out the link in the description below to check out the Facebook. I post fairly regularly there with project updates and other things I got going on. And check out the rest of the channel. I've got different playlists available for Bookshelf, where I go over Black Library books, painting tips and tricks in the workbench, as well as just other hobby tips and tricks like assembly and conversion ideas, and I guess tips on how to do those things as well. Yeah, and just lots of different things down there. So please check those out. And if you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate if you subscribe to the channel. And if you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. As always, I'm trying to improve in the best way I can within my means that I currently can. So, alright, with all that being said, thank you for watching again, and until next time.